Hello friends, it is February 26th, and this is the 5th time I've recorded this clip. I had a great one going a minute ago, and then realized I wasn't actually recording. I had taken a picture. You know, I didn't realize I was getting that old yet. I'm 36, I don't feel that old, but apparently I am an old man now that hits the take a picture button instead of record video. Anyhow, Spring the Trap Builder wants to know, when will there be a new episode? And my friend, I was already thinking of like clean slating this because this has been kind of snowballing on me. You know, the last episode came out 3 weeks ago, and then so there's been a backlog. I've recorded stuff as I've gone, but just haven't had the time, the energy, the gumption, the desire, whatever, to edit lately. So I'm kind of like, and then the backlog, just keeps snowballing. So there's more and more and more. And I'm like, I don't even know what's worth showing anymore. Like, I'm a video editor, animator for my day job. So part of it's like, especially if I have long weeks at work, I'm like, I don't want to sit down at a computer and edit again. So I kind of just need to do what Pops does. And I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but Pops basically just records clips, puts them in a video, and goes. And he doesn't even like watch through them, which as an editor sounds appalling, but as a vlogger, that sounds great. So I don't know. Anyhow, I kind of just want to clean slate everything. I can check back at some of those older clips, see if they're worth keeping or not. Google Drive is like, hey, your drive is filling up. You have like 92% full, because these clips are not small. So I need to just like go through and either just erase it all, whatever. But I'm going to post this clip probably by itself as episode 24 and then carry on from there. One thing I did go was to Atlanta Brick Con. I went there with my kids, who are 8 and 5, and that was almost a mistake. My partner came along. She's great. She's not like a huge Lego head, but she does enjoy building stuff. So she was able to appreciate it. But we kind of had to like tag team the kids, because at one point we had to split up because my 5-year-old did not want to do anything. She's probably overwhelmed by it all, which I don't entirely blame her, because there's a lot going on, a lot of crowds and stuff. And she just wanted to free build, which we have a Lego table full of Lego. I have stuff that they free build with down here. There's like plenty of options for free building. So I was like, why go to the Lego convention just to build like with Lego that you have at home that isn't touched by 1,000 other kids? Anyhow, we eventually found the mosaic section, which was like 16 by 16 tile and a bunch of 1 by 1 bricks. And then you can build out mosaics like that. And they loved that. They did that for a long time. The other thing we did was like the race. There's like a race car. You can build a race car and be able to, just buckets of pieces like wheels and neat car parts and whatever. And you could build your own thing and race it down these 2 little ramps they had. So they liked both of those. They had lots of those. So my partner and I had a tag team where like she would be with them at one of those stations and she's like, all right, go look at stuff, enjoy things. So I'm in Peach Lug, which is the local Atlanta Lego user group lug. Peach Lug is like the Southeast, not just Atlanta, it's the whole Southeast United States. And so I got to meet some of the people there that I had only communicated with on Discord. I got to go behind the desk, which was fun, and just look at some of the builds and such. And but yeah, really like loved New Hishima, which who doesn't? But I got to talk to Stefan for a while, and which he's like, that was the first time I'd met him in person, and he's just like a super nice guy, super genial, great to talk to, loves what he does, loves Lego, loves people. Just during the few minutes I was able to talk to him. But I'm hoping to get on the build team for that, which there's a lot of the Atlanta Lego members who are. So went to a Lego store for pad wall stuff and got some brick to pretty much build with. I don't think I'm gonna put any of it in the store, or I'll put some in the store and then I can feel happy to pull it later. Sorry for the sniffles. There's allergy season now. See, I was sick before, or now I got allergies. So I just can't catch a break from Sniffle Town. Although I'm pretty sure in the last 3 weeks I've been fine, so I am sorry. I'm sorry, Danielle Wheels, that you haven't catch me at both times when I've been sniffly, because I don't think I was sniffly last couple weeks before these allergies kicked in. Anyhow. So some things I already talked about in the last clip that I realized was a picture after I had talked all about them. I've had this tote in here for a very long time. I think pretty much since I've been in the basement. It was here back when I had the big table and none of this. And it just kind of sat there for a long time. And now I shifted over here once I moved everything around. And it's basically just full of washed. It's clean. Hold on. Okay. It's full of washed and clean Lego. I think I've already pulled out like anything super interesting, but there's still some pretty neat stuff in here. Like that, oven of the Aquanaut type stuff. Of course, there's some bionicle / buildable fig parts in here. I'm sure are worth, a bit on their own. There's a mask. Curious how much that goes for. It's probably not anything interesting. Yeah, this is all. It's all from that bulk that's in my garage that is super filthy. But I finally had a chance to. All right, I've sorted through all of this one. This has all been hand washed and clean. So it's just a matter of sorting. But I'm tired of this tote being in my way all the time. So I had the ingenious idea, which is pretty dumb now that I think about it, very obvious. But I'm going to put in these drawers that I have that are empty, just, make them halfway, not full, but, enough. I got room in a couple of these. I think that one does. Oh, that is annoying. I think a couple of those still have room. So filter it all into a couple of those to be able to more readily sort it and get this tote out of here. Besides, we need a tote for clothes for my kids. So it works out. It's a win-win. So that needs to happen. This is all stuff that needs to be cleaned. It's basically just plates and transparent pieces that I didn't want to wash with all the other stuff or specialties parts, sticker parts, etc. So that needs to happen. This is now usable and mounted. So I got a board back behind here, so that's not moving anywhere. Gravity was more or less holding in place, but when you start to pulling something up high, it rocks a bit. I don't want to deal with that at all. So this one's just friction fit. This one's screwed into the baseboard down below. The baseboard kind of sticks out a little bit, so it kind of, finger width sticks out right there. Not a big deal. Works out fine. So shifted all of the wide drawers down, and up to here was where I was in this labeled drawers before. So now I've started labeling all those, and then I'll have these 2 units that'll go up there, and that will continue on the labeling. Though, as I was thinking about it in the last clip, we have next one, and my current setup is going to be 2 wide drawers here, and I'm like, oh no, am I going to be annoyed by not having that consistency? But I think it'll be okay. I can always change that later, and it's a top one, so it's easy enough to slide off. Should I change my mind in the future? The reason I had that thought is I used to, these 6 units were my original 6 in the store back in November, December 22. And, but this was a wide, and that was a wide. So I had 2 wide units, 2 of those, and 2 of those. What I ended up wanting to do this time, when I was doing all the work on putting these in, I was like, I'm just going to switch these 2. So that was the 64 unit, and then the 24 is over here. Flipped them because I would pick the small drawers here, and then I come small drawer, and my brain would be like, all right, next one. But then I'd have parts that I'd have to pick from that drawer, and the next one would be here, and I'd have to go down. And it always threw me. It always felt weird. It's a subconscious thing, but it was easy enough to just switch these 2. I took out all the drawers, unscrewed the unit, pulled it out, etc. You can obviously loosen the screws, slide this up, pull it out, slide that up, pull it out. But whatever. There's less dust getting in the parts this way because I took them all out. I flipped them. It's already been better. I've already picked orders with it, and it's so much better. Just being able to have like that mental flow, be consistent, especially with the wide drawers too. I can just go, all right, there, and here we go, and there we go, etc. Although, these ones are up here. Whatever. Those aren't a big deal. Those actually work out pretty well. That has not been a thing. That was something I was slightly worried about. But it's not really ever been a thing where I'm like, oh, wait, I got to go up there. It's all about, it helps to reduce any of the weird mental blocks that you might have that just kind of throw you off as you go. Mounting tools. Anything else interesting? If any of this is interesting to you, great. Got a Facebook haul of figs coming in this week sometime. It was a 5.5 pound lot of figs. The guy wanted $6.50 for it, so I had him pay for shipping, and because I don't want to pay shipping of 5 pounds if I didn't have to. And so those will be coming in. There were some good heavy hitters in there, it looked like, but I try to stick around 100 to 120 pounds, $100 to $120 per pound of unrecognizable figs. So without like sorting through everything, it should turn out pretty profitably. But it's getting harder and harder to find those fig hauls recently. Just because there's a lot of people that either don't, they're not on Facebook Marketplace for that kind of stuff. They go to eBay, and eBay is pretty competitive now, where people are willing to pay a good deal more than I want to pay for stuff. Yeah. So the other bit about the new Hishima, wherever I put it. Oh yeah. I wanted video stuff because I love these tiles, and I think those tiles would just look amazing in a mock setup for new Hishima. I'm sure there's other designers that use them. I just am drawn to them and want to use them. And then these cubes I thought were great, and there is a building that uses some of these cubes now. So I'm pick their brain and obviously try to use them in a different way. But I think it'll be pretty neat. Found a video bulk lot, and they had a ton of new sets, new characters that were either in Ziploc bags, but not even open, sealed bags still. And they sold that to me for a great deal. And I was able to list everything else at a profit and be able to keep the tiles and the cups and such for myself in the build. So I guess we can take a look at what's in here. It's just Pavlov stuff, but something different, something interesting. I'm going to take a new clip at this point though, and then I'll come back to this. Well, it's a good thing I put the phone down and came back, because between a lot of time my kids woke up, dropped them off at the bus stop after they ate breakfast. I ate breakfast. I showered, packed 4 orders, and did some work. But having a slight moment break right now. So let's take a look at what's inside these. My mother-in-law came over to watch the kids so I could have some time for myself. So I went to the Lego store and actually took the time to pack this. So this thing is layers of plate that is completely unconnected. Yeah, so I took the time to do that. So some of this will be for the store, some of it will be for mock building. Yeah, we'll just see how it all goes. But I won't do everything right now. Unless this is thoroughly enjoyable to you. Maybe I'll talk about Atlanta BrickCon while I make noisy movements with all of this. But yeah, I went to Atlanta BrickCon, like I said. Took the kids, which was its own series of things. But I got to meet some of the Peach Slug members. Peach Slug is the Southeast Lego user group. Lug, for anyone who is unfamiliar. And so it's full of just people who love Lego and enjoy building and sharing and showing off
and just, enjoying the love of Lego together. All right, yeah, I'm not gonna do this all right now. We'll just show what's in the boxes. This one, the sticker didn't even sound very well. But got to meet some of the people that I'd only ever talked to on Discord. I'm not left-handed, so pardon my scissor fumbling. But in that process, I got to meet some of the people who worked on New Hashima. Got to talk to Stefan for New Hashima, who just an awesome dude, genial guy, really nice to talk to. A lot of 6x8 plate. Got a bunch of door frames. They didn't have any of windows. They had doors that could go in there, but I want windows for my build. A bunch of these blocks. They had a bunch of these, which I thought could make some nice details. Same with these. They didn't have any clips, but they had a bunch of bar elements. That was cool. Then, yeah, and I got to meet, if you watch Brickzar, I'm going to cut my hand off with this left-handed scissor action. Or I'm going to scratch the crap out of all my Lego in there. Let's try it right-handed. I'll do it like this. There we go. And while I have the scissors, not sure what's going on. Whatever. Got to meet, if you watch Bricksar on YouTube, Jabo, he loves vintage Lego, tipper trucks, trains, all sorts of good stuff. So I got to meet him and chat with him for a bit, and all around, he's just a nice dude. And he should know that Skitz Bricks is 2 below him right now in lot count in Georgia, in our state. I bounce somewhere around the 10th mark in lot count in the state of Georgia, because Bricksar is also here in Georgia. Lots more of these bricks. I know there's some dark tan tile. I've got some brackets and 1x2 jumpers. There's tile. They had a bunch of chairs in a mixed thing, so I was able to grab a lot of reddish brown chairs, which again I want to use in some mock work. And then this one's kind of my tidy throw in. I got a bunch of rock panels. They filled like the bottom layer too with rock panel. Got a lot of these transparent pieces. A lot of these because we've got a bunch of like curved window panels way back on the pad wall, but they didn't have any of these then, or I didn't think to ask. I forget. So I grabbed a bunch for the kids upstairs at their table, and then just kind of filled up with a couple other random bits. So yeah, that was my pad purchases. Those 4 boxes. And that's about the best options there. Everything else was like colors I didn't really want to use, at least not this go around. But yeah, always nice to visit the pad wall. Do that. But very much enjoyed Atlanta BrickCon, what I was able to see and do and be there for. I think next year I definitely want to have a day just for me. No one else. I don't have to manage any other emotions or such. I can spend as much time at each display that I want to, because there are definitely some that I really wanted to just stand there for 10, 30 minutes and just enjoy, and didn't have that opportunity. I could spend hours standing at New Hashima and just looking at all the details. It's so intricate, so much love you can tell has been put into it. So I'm looking forward to hopefully being able to get on a design team for it. Anyhow, think I'll close out this video for now so I can get it uploaded and let you all know that I'm still alive and cooking. Again, thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate the views, the comments, positivity, and hope to share positivity with all of y'all. Cheers.